Welcome back to the Back in Time channel. Today's video, we will be talking about the detrimental effect of Latocha and Tamika Scott relationship from reality TV. If you didn't know already, the Scott sisters have been blazing the blogs and headlines along with the hit show they star along with their other group members, Candy and Tiny of Escape. They also have co-stars of the show who are Taj, Lily, and Coco, the legendary members of the group SWV. The show has been a hot topic since its debut because Tamika came out and exposed her sister Latocha and her husband Rocky Bivens of stealing and forging her signature for her royalties check amounting in over $30,000. And since the airing of these allegations, mud has been flying back and forth from the two. One being that Latocha insinuating all her sister does is lie, and the other being Tamika accusing her sister of being brainwashed by her husband and him also being a bully and accusing them both of extortion.
You and Rocky stole my money. Mama didn't say nothing.
She wants to hold that over my head and say that I'm lying about the money that was stolen from me, my royalties that were stolen from me. For you to say that I'm a liar when y'all are around here trying to extort me and you're sitting here threatening me, saying that I need to apologize and say I made a mistake. No.
Now, with the group already having internal issues with one another, things have gotten worse over time, with Tasha distancing herself again and cutting off communication because of her pursuit to do a gospel solo album. But mainly the reason or the drama won't fade because Latocha and Rocky still can't shake accusations being thrown at them. Now, after putting the two on blast and showing receipts of them allegedly receiving $30,000, the sisters' relationship hasn't been the same. Now, neither one of them were talking at first after the first accusations that had aired on TV, but now things have gotten worse because on a recent episode of SWV and Escapes, the Queens of R&B, Rocky was exposed again for getting allegedly kickbacks. These new allegations came after a fallout with the promoter brought on board by Rocky himself and Latocha. Now, when the side business deal that they had went wrong, the promoter exposed Rocky and text messages of him collecting money on the back end off of the group Escape's name. Not only that, those same text messages insinuated that Tasha knew all about this side deal, and it forced the girls with no other choice but to address the issue. Now go ahead and take a listen to this clip, and I'm going to come back with some of my thoughts.
Your husband, he's been dealing with a promoter, and he's been getting a kickback. Yeah. Ain't nobody been getting no kickback. He's been getting a kickback. What is this? So y'all believe text messages? No, the text messages between Rocky and the promoter. That's how iPhone texts look. Okay. Says we still good on our deal. What is this talking about? These 5 shows. I explained to my wife that you were my guy. So can you shoot me 20K? I just showed her you already sent me 10K. I will look out for you, but I need all 4 ladies. That's from the promoter. She's brainwashed, and that's something that I can't undo.
Kickbacks are for people who have to hustle. I don't have to hustle. I do the deals.
And then let me chime in and say this. There have been times when a lot of us have brought shows to the table and have gotten a percentage because we feel like you brought it to the table. We've never had any problems with that.
What I'm saying is I don't have to get kickbacks.
I got you.
I don't get kickbacks.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody paying me, they owe me. That means I did the deal. So this ain't stealing.
Okay, so you just had to listen to that clip, and my thoughts are this. With reality TV, there is no such thing as a quote-unquote do-over, meaning whatever image, accusation is put out there on you, it's almost impossible to come back from it or change it or undo whatever the damage is that has been done. Now, there have been constant friendship, business relationships, and families that have been broken from being on reality TV. This situation is no different. It falls under the line of families that has been broken. Although I do believe that there were issues already existing within the family of Latocha and Tamika before the cameras even started rolling, they have gone on from being two sets of legs to now on taking four wheels, mainly because of the public and social media being the driving force of it all. Now, the thing I think that people miss when they start reality TV is that the goal is not only to capture certain moments and set up certain things, but to get to you so comfortable you forget that not only are you filming, but that the public will be watching and judging also. This is one of the reasons why Latocha has been defending her innocence more than promoting her album lately, because she has to be doing so much damage control. And because of it, it's almost like airing every scene that she is in every episode, she's not shown in the best light. Now, this is something that she has said in her past interviews and openly admitted herself. Now, I think that this comes from her wearing her heart on her sleeve, and some people can't help that. But it looks so bad because while the show progresses and every episode airs, Tasha looks and comes off very unlikable to the audience. And in my opinion, I honestly think she suffers from the Kelly Price effect.
And then, all right, roll! Jeffrey, roll! Jeffrey, roll!
I want to talk about remembering 3 years ago that I was molested at 3 years old by my cousin when my mother left me to go in the hospital to have my baby sister. Can I trust you to bring that out of me?
Yes, you can.
Wow.
How
do I know that?
Because it's coming out right now.
I don't know you.
But it's coming out right now.
I don't know you.
But it's coming out.
I don't know you. How can I trust you with the earliest tragic memory of my life?
But you know what?
Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, I understand what
I need to be able to trust you that if I get to a point and I get stuck, I need to be able to trust you to say, go there, Kelly!
Kelly Price's image was damaged so bad after R&B Divas that her antics she pulled in certain scenes stick to her still to this day. Now, with Latocha joining the show and people seeing her behave a certain way, she has now walked and teetered along that same line, especially with receipts backing up allegations made against her and her husband. It's not like this stuff is coming out of thin air and it's new news to her, because remember, she said she knows everything.
At the end of the day, do I stand by side my husband? I know, y'all think I don't know. I know everything. Everything. I'm not oblivious to things.
So it's believable to think she has knew about Rocky getting kickbacks, especially when you're married and home and you're subjected to pillow talk. I can see an idea coming up in his head to see how he can get more money and convince her all she has to do is XYZ, which is in this case, get the girls to listen or get them together. They'll do whatever she says. Not only does he come off like a fast talker, but he comes off like someone that's a double talker as well, because he says himself that if he is being paid, it's because he's owed.
What I'm saying is I don't have to get kickbacks.
I got you.
I don't get kickbacks. If somebody paying me, they owe me. That means I did the deal. So this ain't stealing.
He also goes on to say that he is not a hustler. Hustlers get kickbacks. He don't get kickbacks. He does deals. But the only thing he left out was the word side. You do side deals, and you do side deals off Escape's name. And since you are not a manager for the entire group and only for Latocha, that's considered stealing. We know this because Candy explained what it was in her confessional to get kickbacks.
Basically, Rocky was working with the promoter for Tasha to get us on board to agree to do that promoter shows, and in turn, he was giving Rocky a kickback or an extra fee on top of whatever he was paying us.
So to me, it's like being caught with your hand in the cookie jar and then saying you never ate one, but there's cookie crumbs all over your mouth. I do think, in spite of Tamika winning over the favor of the public, she is hurting as well. As, you know, liberating as it might be for her to feel like she's releasing the feelings of this inner little girl that has been pent up for so many years, it still weighs heavily on her, because she just wanted a mother's love and a big sister to be proud of her. She has expressed in many interviews about how she doesn't like her family being hurt, and that all of this has affected their relationship, and she did not meant for things to go the way that they went. She never wanted to expose her family in this light, but she felt her back was against the wall, and it was either fight or flight. I do think the sisters will eventually get back on cordial terms. However, I don't think the relationship with this big of a tear or this magnitude, sadly, I don't think it will ever be the same because of how far left and low things went. So I'll just say I'm sending prayers and best of luck to the Scott sisters, and hopefully they are able to get through this, and as well as their mom, because she too is from a different era. And as far as Rocky, I don't have a comment. But these are just my thoughts and what I think, but who really cares about what I think? I want to know what you think down below, and I will talk to you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe here with us at Back in Time. But until next time,
this is a good time. Get the stepping. This is a good time. Get the stepping.